Hello, thanks for joining me. Time to have a look at the weather for the Easter weekend. And starting with the here and now, well, Tuesday, a beautiful start, frosty start with sunshine. Wednesday is going to be a very different day. Clouds are on the increase, outbreaks of rain on the way too. And you can see on the satellite picture, this weather system is advancing, spreading into Ireland. Ahead of it, towards the east, actually clear, and through the early hours will maintain the clear skies across many eastern and southeastern parts of England. A touch of frost on the way, but I think overall, with this weather system spreading in Tuesday evening into Wednesday, the weather will be much milder generally across the UK. Last night it was -6 degrees Celsius in Oxfordshire. We're not going to get that this coming night. So here's the forecast then as we head into Wednesday. That weather front spreads in. You can see the rain in Northern Ireland, western and central parts of Scotland. Stays clear across central and eastern areas. So the greatest chance of frost, I think, here around Norfolk, Suffolk, Essex, into the southeast, below freezing outside of town in city centres 2 or 3 degrees, but much milder in Belfast, around 9 Celsius. So the weather fronts in the northwest of the country during the course of Wednesday, not really reaching the extreme southeast and East Anglia, but right from the word go, it is a generally cloudy day for many of us. A bit of early morning sunshine, certainly possible in East Anglia in the southeast, but turning hazy through the day. You can see the rain, not one coherent area of rain, so the rain will come and go through the course of the day, but notice that it may actually brighten up in Northern Ireland later in the afternoon, but the wettest of the weather probably out towards some central and western areas on Wednesday. Early on Thursday, that weather front moves into the North Sea. Could be quite wet for a time in eastern areas, but definite back edge to that weather front. Behind it, it's a northwesterly and a scattering of showers. You can just about see the showers here. It's the kind of weather that our apps will struggle with to get right. So probably likely to change from day to day, the apps for our various towns and cities for Thursday. But I think overall, not a bad day. Let's have a look at Good Friday then, and high pressure building in from the south, this sort of ridge of high pressure. This means light winds and generally fine weather on Good Friday across much of the UK. So it's looking dry, yes, this Good Friday. Just the hint of maybe 1 or 2 showers there in Norfolk and Suffolk, but I think on the whole, the vast majority of the country in for a fine day. And our temperatures will be around about, say, 11 to 14 degrees, whether you're in the south or the north of the country. So that's Good Friday. How about the Easter weekend? So on the one hand, high pressure tries to build in from Scandinavia, and indeed it does across the bulk of the country, but also these weather systems push in, but that rain is kind of squeezed out by the area of high pressure before it reaches northwestern areas. Having said that, there will be some rain around, and overall Easter Sunday into Monday, we see a west-southwesterly breeze developing across the UK. You can see these warmer orange colours. That indicates a fairly warm atmosphere, so temperatures will tend to rise as we go into next week. So yes, at times the weather will be changeable, particularly in the northwest and maybe the west of the country, but into next week it does turn a little bit milder. And there are actually hints that as we head well into next week, temperatures could go even higher than around 16 degrees Celsius. So spring is definitely in the air. Bye-bye.